Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about the Tableau navigation, where I will be showing you the on-screen elements that are present in Tableau and what is the use of specific elements. So for that, let me take you to the Tableau window. After you have double-clicked on a Tableau icon, this would be the first screen that would be shown. On the left-hand side, I have this to a file option. Here, it gives you option to connect to a multiple file sources. For example, you can choose to connect to a Microsoft Excel file, the text file, which would be basically a CSV file that is by comma separated values file. You can connect JSON file, Microsoft Access file, PDF file, spatial files, and statistical files. Then we have this to a server option. Here, by using this option, you can connect to the files that are present over the databases online. Here I have this OData option, and in more I can find variety of other connectors as well. Depending on the type of Tableau application that we are using, whether it's a desktop version, whether it's the public version, there would be a list of connectors that will be shown to you. For now, I have a Excel file which is present on the desktop. So to connect that, what I'll do is I'll click on Microsoft Excel, and here I can easily choose a file. So right now I'm trying to connect this global superstore file. I'll click on this and I'll click on open. Tableau would load this file for me. And as you can see, it is giving me this dialog box which says processing request and executing query. After you have successfully loaded a file, whatever sheets are present in that file would be shown on the left hand side. Here you can see my data set contains three sheets. The first one is order, the second is people, the third is return. If you want to work on a specific sheet, you can drag this on the right hand side. So you just have to drag and drop on the right hand side and it would load that sheet for you. If you want to connect multiple sheets, we have an option over here in which you can try to drag and drop these files again to the right hand side. And Tableau would try to form a relationship between those two sheets. In the next sessions, when we will be talking about different kind of joins and relationships, we will be looking at this step. After your file has been loaded, the preview of the file would be shown over here in the bottom. So as you can see, my file contains various columns. And since it's a superstore data, basically I'll try to explain you about the data set that I'm using. It's a global superstore data, which is like an e-commerce platform where they have sale many products online. For that, they have generated some order ID and the date on which the order was placed, the date on which the order was shipped, what was the shipping method, and the customer ID, and various other columns are present in that data set which is related to the global superstore. After loading the data, you would be able to see the preview over here. Right now, my data is loading, and since it's a big data, it would take some seconds, and in some cases, it can take even minutes to load the data. And after that, the preview would be shown over here. After the data has been loaded, you can go in this option where it says sheet 1. So this would be the option that we would be using to create all our visuals. Over here, you can see that I have various elements present on screen. We will be discussing about these elements in detail in the upcoming sessions. Till then, I'll just tell you shortly what are these options all about. So on the left hand side, I have all the column information that is present in my data set. Here, my data set was containing many columns like category, city, country, customer ID, customer name, and it was having some numerical columns also, which was the discount, profit, quantity, sales. So all these columns would be listed over here under the tables. Then I have these other options as well. Over here, I have this pages option. Then I have the filter option. This filter option would be used to create some kind of filters. We'll be talking about filters also in the upcoming sessions. Then I have the marks card over here, and I have this column shelf, the row shelf, where I'll be dragging and dropping these columns and I try to make some visuals. Then I have this canvas over here where after making the visuals, it would be visible over here. So if I just try to create a visual, you can see it is occupying this canvas space. So whatever visuals you'd be making, it would be shown over here. And if you want to switch between the visuals, I have this show me option on the right hand side. So you can click on this options, and here you can see there are multiple visual options present. You can choose to create any kind of visuals which is highlighted over here. So whatever options are grayed out, you cannot create those visuals. Depending on the data, we will be talking about this show me menu in the upcoming lectures, where I'll be telling you how to create different kind of visuals. Over here in the title bar, I have this multiple options. The first option is the file option. If you click on this file options, it gives you various options. The first option is the new option. This option is used whenever you are trying to create a new worksheet. The shortcut for new option is Control N. Then I have the open option, which is used to open a file which you have locally saved. And then if you have saved your data on the Tableau public server, you can do it with the help of open from Tableau public. The shortcut for that is Alt O. Then I have this close option over here. And if you want to save your data on the Tableau public server, you can do it by choosing this option. You can also press Ctrl S and it would do the same thing. If you want to rewrite any file or if you have make any changes into your file and if you want to save it as a new file, you can choose this save to public as. And if you want to jump to the start page again that was shown in the starting of this session, you can choose this option to go to the start page. Then I have this paste option where I can directly paste my data. Then I have this manage my profile option from which I can manage my profile. If you want to see that what are the languages that are present in the Tableau and if you want to switch between them, you can use this workbook local option. And here you can choose your languages easily. For example, I have this more option over here, which can allow me to use multiple language options that are present in the list. Then I have this exit option, which works same as clicking on the X icon over. Then the next option is the data option. If you want to change the data source, you can do it with the help of this new data source option. I again have this paste option over here, and after it I have this edit blend relationship. This edit blend relationship would be used if you have created any kind of relationship and if you want to edit it. So we will be talking about it in the upcoming sessions where I will be telling you what exactly is the blend. Then if you want to replace the data source, you can do it with the help of this option. And the last option is showing you your current data set. So right now I'm working on the global superstore data and it I have chosen the order sheet. So I can get the complete options that are present in this order sheet from this options. For example, if I want to edit the data source, I can do it with the help of this option. Then I have this refresh option. If you want to view the data, you can do it. The rename option is also present. If you want to duplicate your data, you can do it. Close option is also there. If you want to edit the data source filter, if you have applied any kind of filters in your data set to show some small part of the data, you can do it with the help of this option. Then there is an option to replace and you can also see the date properties of the data. If you have created any aliases, for example, sometimes the column names are too long and if you want to describe that column shortly, you can do it with the help of this option. If you want to export your data to a CSV file, if you have made any changes to the data source and now you want to export it into the form of a new CSV file, you can do it with the help of this option. And to view the properties of your data set, you can simply choose this properties option. Then I have the worksheet option. Worksheet is basically all the sheets that would be present in your database. So over here, you can see right now I'm working on the sheet 1. If you want to create another sheet for a new visual, you can do it with the help of this new worksheet option. And then I have the copy and export option to copy the worksheet and export the worksheet as well. Then to clear the worksheet, I have this clear option over here. If I click on it, the worksheet would be clear. I have this action options where I can define some actions based on my need. If I want to create any kind of keyboard shortcuts, I can do it with the help of actions option. Then I have this tooltip option. We'll be talking about it in the future where I'll be showing you how you can view the data with the help of tooltip. And to manage the options that are present in the worksheet, for example, if you want to show the title, right now the sheet 1 is shown as the title. If I don't want to show it, I can click on it and it would hide the title from. If I again want to turn it on, I can simply click on it and the option will be shown. Same as it, if I want to see any captions for my worksheet, I can choose this option. The summary can be also shown with the help of show summary option. Then I have this show cards option where all the elements that are present beside our worksheets are shown. For example, I have this column shelf, row shelf, pages shelf option, and I can easily turn them on or off from the help of this option. Then if you want to hide or show the toolbar, you can do it with the help of show view toolbar option. Then I also have the option to show the sort controls. And if you want to describe the sheet or duplicate it, you can do it with the help of these options. Then I also have the options to choose whether my data would be auto updated or not according to whatever changes I'm making. So here you can see this auto update option is given and Right now I have kept it as turn on because I want to see the changes simultaneously. Then I have this run update option as well. Similarly, we also have this dashboard option. Now, what is the dashboard? We will be looking at it in the upcoming lectures. So here I have this new dashboard option. Then whatever changes I need to make in that dashboard, I can do it with the help of these multiple options that are present over here. We'll be using it when we'll be creating a dashboard. And if you want to create a phone layout for the dashboard, it is also possible. So here you can see it is showing you add phone layout to new dashboard. So whenever you are creating a dashboard and you want it to be in the form of a mobile screen, you can do it with the help of this option. So it can be easily viewed on a mobile device as well. Then I have the story option present. So we'll be also seeing what is a story. And if you want to create a new story, you can do it with the help of this option. And then we have multiple options to format, clear, and update the stories as well. Then I have this analysis tab. So whatever analysis I'll be doing, I can also do it with the help of this options. Here I can see the various options that are present. For example, if I am taking any numerical values and I want to change it in the percentage of, I can do it with the help of these options. And then I also have the options to the totals, the forecast, the trend lines in the visuals. I also have this legends and filters option if I want to create a visual and if I want to show the legends and if I want to apply the filters on the top of it. And if I want to highlight any values, I have this highlighters option as well. If you want to do some manual calculation on the top of your dimensions and measures, you can do it with the help of create calculated field. Now dimensions and measures are basically the columns that are shown in the left hand side, and we'll be seeing how dimensions differ from the measures. If you want to edit the calculated fields, we also have an option for that. Then I have this map option. So whenever we'll be creating any map kind of visual and you want to change the background of it, you can do it with the help of this option. There are multiple options that are present in the background maps. Suppose if you want to show it with the help of some dark background, you can do it. Normal is also there, and we also have the light background. If you want to add a background image, you can also do it with the help of background image option. And we'll be looking at the multiple other options that are present when we will be creating a map visual. Then I have this format option. So if you are creating a visual and you are not doing some good formatting on the top of it, then it is very hard to convey the message to the end user. So if you are creating a visual and the font size is less, it is not properly aligned, the shading is not so good, it is not having some borders, so it would not look so good. So to change all these options, I have this multiple list of options that can be used. I can also add some animations on the top of. Then we have the reference line, drop lines, which we'll be using in the line charts, and the other things are also there which we be using for the formatting of our visual. Then I have this server option. So if your data set is not working correctly and if there is any error in the data set, you can check it with the help of this run optimizer option. So if you click on it, it would open a new window where it would be telling you that this data set is having something wrong and you can take the action to correct that part. It would be allowing you to change it. Then I have this window option over here. If you want to show your visuals in the presentation mode, you can do it with the help of presentation mode. The shortcut for it is F7. You can also hide and unhide the on-screen elements such as the toolbar, status bar, and show sidebar. If in any case you need the product date, or if you want to check about the highlights of the product, and if you want the support of the product, you can go in the help section and there you can find the various help and training supports. You can also check the version of your Tableau by clicking on the about Tableau topic. So these were all the on-screen elements that are present in Tableau, and we have looked at complete UI of Tableau. We'll be discussing one by one about each type of things that is present in the screen in the upcoming session.